Have you ever seen a man riding a motorcycle and thought, what does he know that I don't? Because here's the truth, successful men, real men, don't just ride for fun. They ride because it changes them. Spiritually, mentally, financially. This isn't about chrome and horsepower. This is about something deeper. Something primal. Today, we're diving into why men at the top, CEOs, entrepreneurs, innovators, are drawn to two wheels like moths to a flame. And by the end of this video, you just might realize, the life you want? The freedom you crave? It's waiting for you in the seat of a motorcycle. Stick around. The engine's just warming up. The call to ride. 1. Motorcycles as a symbol of freedom. Every man craves freedom. Not the kind you post on social media, but the kind you feel in your bones. A motorcycle doesn't just take you from A to B. It rips you out of routine and drops you into now. In a world of deadlines, meetings, and chaos, a bike is pure liberation. You control the throttle. You feel the wind. You're not checking emails, you're checking your pulse. Ask any man who's made it, freedom isn't about owning things. It's about owning your life. A motorcycle? That's the first step. 2. Riding builds mental discipline. You don't ride a motorcycle casually. It demands presence. One mistake, and you're on the pavement. That's not fear, that's focus. And that mental clarity? It leaks into everything: business, leadership, relationships. When you ride, you learn to anticipate. To react fast. To stay calm under pressure. That's the exact mindset that builds millionaires. Success isn't about grinding harder. It's about mastering your mind. A motorcycle trains that, whether you realize it or not. 3. The brotherhood of the road. You think you're buying a machine, but you're joining a tribe. There's a quiet code between riders: respect, resilience, and responsibility. Successful men surround themselves with other high-caliber men. Riders know that bond. It's not fake. It's forged at 70 miles per hour. Want to level up? Ride with those already living the life you dream of. Because the conversations that change your life don't always happen in boardrooms. The transformation. 4. Escaping the matrix. Most men are trapped in boxes, cars, offices, routines. Day after day. Wake, work, repeat. But a motorcycle? It cracks that illusion wide open. It reminds you you are not a machine. You're meant to move, to explore, to live. This is what separates the rich from the wealthy, the ones who exist versus the ones who truly live. When you ride, you're not just escaping traffic. You're escaping who the world told you to be. 5. Riding fuels creativity and vision. The best ideas don't come from staring at spreadsheets. They come when your mind is free. Einstein sailed. Steve Jobs walked. Today's visionaries? They ride. The rhythm of the road opens your brain to new thoughts. Possibilities. Solutions you didn't see before. Creativity is the currency of the 21st century. A motorcycle is your ticket to endless inspiration. 6. Financially successful men ride. Let's address the elephant in the room. Motorcycles aren't just for rebels, they're for winners. Look at the garages of wealthy men. You'll find custom builds next to Bentleys. Why? Because it's not about status. It's about lifestyle. Owning a motorcycle says, I've earned my freedom. I don't need to prove anything. This isn't a midlife crisis, this is a midlife breakthrough. 7. Confidence, masculinity, and control. A man who rides commands attention. Not with words, but with presence. Riding teaches you to trust your instincts. To lead. To take calculated risks. It's not the bike that makes him magnetic, it's the mindset behind it. If you've ever felt something missing, that edge, that confidence, you won't find it in a new watch. You'll find it in the curve of the road ahead. The ride begins. 8. Life is short. Ride now. Here's the truth no one tells you: one day, you'll wish you started sooner. Not just riding, but living. We put off dreams like we're promised tomorrow. But a man on a bike knows, every ride could be your last. That urgency? That's not fear. That's fuel. Because the best time to ride wasn't 10 years ago. It's today. 9. You don't need permission. This isn't about impressing anyone. It's about answering the voice inside that says, I want more. More freedom. More passion. More life. You don't need permission to be great. You don't need a sign. This is the sign. The road is waiting. The throttle is yours. The ride is the reward. Wake up and ride. Think you're ready to ride? Next week, we're breaking down the top 5 bikes for ambitious men, from performance to luxury. You don't want to miss this. Subscribe, and let's ride toward the life you were meant to live.